Woo! I like how I started the stream off with a burp. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Something Scary Live. I'm Sapphire. If you guys can't hear me, let me know if my audio is weird because I've got like a million fans running in the background because it is hot as balls in my house. Let's say hi to a bunch of y'all real quick. Writer HQ, Mari Jello, Cheetah Too Fast for You. Funny. Gaming and activities with Jossie, Catsoul, Emery Rodriguez, Sophia Burdick, too, Alondra Martinez. How are you guys doing? So as you can tell, I'm a little better. I might still like hack up some stuff throughout the stream, so sorry. Today's stream theme is dogs. So of course I have my pup here with me. This is Lola. She's very, very wee. Very, very sweet. She might run away from me soon, so I wanted to show her off. Oh, super chat already. That $2.79 from Al Ian, like alien. It's funny. Hi, and they say hi. Vale the Unicorn. Right, remember me? By the way, you said my name wrong last time. Oh, I feel like I keep pronouncing it wrong. Sorry. What was I gonna say? All right, so just a quick reminder. Something Scary, the YouTube series is still on a break, but here's a cool thing. There's going to be a new special episode on Tuesday, so look forward to that. I haven't finished it yet, so, but it'll be up on Tuesday. It's going to be fun. It is it's a fan submitted story, so it's one that you have not heard of. I really like it. Spooked me a little bit. What else? Oh, so I don't know if you noticed, but Snarled is like crazy close to 1 million subscribers, like less than 100,000 away. So if you have any buds who haven't subscribed yet and you guys like our stuff, just go ahead and be like, yo, subscribe. Get 100,000 people to subscribe to us, please. Thank you. What else? Oh, yes. And then we also still have merch. Oh, thank you. You guys like my lipstick and my dog. Thank you, Alanson Morales. We also still have merch. If you look at the links beneath my face. And then also, so I do this every Wednesday at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And if you want to submit a story to Something Scary Live, email it here, somethingscary@snarled.com. And then follow me on all my thingies. There's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, and then my Facebook. So today's stories are coming from Alexis, Clay, Victoria, McKenna, and Jenna. So, people are being gross in the chat. We got more super chats. Angel Cruz, hi, love to you. Alien, notice me. You have been so noticed. Vale, it's Vale like Valentina. Val the Unicorn. Okay. Valet. Okay. Guys, it's hot. Retroian Neo, what kind of dog is your pupper? That's a fantastic question. Oh, God. Oh, here. She's growling at me. She's doing a growl. Which brings me to the theme of the stream, demon dogs. So actually, some of these stories are not really scary. It's more like sweet ghost stories about pets. So I wanted to include it because I thought they were really cute. And no riddle today, sorry, because I picked a bunch of stories. And also somebody said there was an email question that I wanted to address. Somebody emailed me something that I thought was kind of interesting. So I wanted to talk about it. All right, so the first story comes from Alexis. I am 1,000% sure this is not true, but it kind of made me laugh, so we're going to read it. All right, here we go. My mom had run to the store to get dinner for us. I decided I was going to stay home with our little Boston Terrier. He was the biggest Boston Terrier out there. Normal Boston Terriers weigh 10 to 20 pounds. Our Boston weighed 64 pounds. His fur felt a little odd, but we thought nothing of it. His name was Winston. We were chilling on my bed watching TV when he started making a weird humming sound. It almost sounded like a real person, so I called his name. The humming stopped, and Winston stared at me. I thought maybe he had eaten something he shouldn't have. Again, the humming started, but louder this time. I texted my mom and asked her what she had fed him before, but But before I could send that text, Winston jumped up and charged at me. I screamed and told him to go to his cage. As he jumped off the bed, I saw a zipper on Winston that started from his neck and went down to his belly. I grabbed him and grabbed the zipper. He stopped and just stared at me. I began pulling the zipper down and began making a blood-curdling scream. It sounded so human-like. I finally ripped the zipper down and a human hand comes out and then another and then a head. This had been a human dressed up in a dog suit. How did we not notice? I screamed and called 911. When they showed up, the guy was gone and the dog suit was laying on the floor. We never got a dog again. What? Oh, man. This story is fake. It is from Yarn, says PB Plays. What's Yarn? Is Yarn like a storytelling app? Like Wattpad or like those kind of things? Unhooked! I know what Hooked is. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, well, Alexis is the one who turned it in but did not write it. I wish I could give credit to the actual writer, but sorry. That's so fun. It made me laugh. I was like, is this supposed to be scary? It was just kind of weird. I'm like, hang on, how dumb do you have to be to not notice that your dog is a human in a dog suit? Oh my God, so many different things. People are saying hooked, stranded, yarn. That's a lot of things. Too many things. I can't keep up. Do we have any? Oh, no. Okay. Grace George, I'm so surprised she didn't know what yarn was. Well, we can't know everything in this world. There's a lot of things on the internet, guys. Oh, God, here it comes. All right. Next story comes from Clayton. So this one's a little spooky spooks. My name is Clayton, and before my story starts, I love your channel. Absolutely amazing and really freaking creepy. Oh, yay, thank you. I live in Georgia with my mom, brother, grandfather, and I used to live with my grandma. We live on an old Civil War battleground. You won't find it in the history books, but it was the Battle of Griswoldville. My grandparents' property rests at the center of what was the old Griswoldville graveyard for the Confederacy. Many of the bodies were moved for construction, but many weren't. So as a consequence, we do have some small haunts. Halloween 2014, I was sitting on the floor in my mom's room, and as she and my brother were sleeping, passed out after a movie. I was sitting with my earbuds in, listening to music, finishing up my report for world history. Then I heard it. A simple whimper like a dog in pain. So I got up, laid my laptop down, took my earbuds out, and went to check on our 2 chihuahuas. Oh, 2 chihuahuas, like my little baby. Sorry. They were sleeping soundly, so I shrugged it off and went back to work on my report. 30 minutes later, I hear it again, but this time it's louder, followed by a growl coming from my mom's closet. I get up again, repeating my process, and check the dogs. They're still fast asleep, so I check the closet, but it's empty, just clothes in there. At this point, I'm a bit creeped out, but I get back to work anyway, because this report was a huge part of my grade. An hour later, I hear a growl come from the other side of the bed through the music I'm listening to. I take out my earbuds and whisper my dog's name. Rosie? A hot wind blew through as a jet black paw stepped out. I froze in fear. I knew what this was. I heard the legends from medieval England. I was face to face with the bearer of death itself, a hellhound. It turned to me, its eyes red like the brightest fire. It stood there, staring until it looked up from me, then into the living room where my grandma was. I finally realized why it was there and screamed, waking everyone in my house as it disappeared. My mom and brother shot up out of bed, asking me, "What's wrong?" But how do you explain to your own mother that you just saw your own grandmother's death in the glowing red eyes of a hellhound? Later, in January 2017, we got a call from the hospital my grandma was staying in. She'd stayed in this hospital many, many times and trusted everyone there with her life. But on January 20th, we got the call that she had passed, and when I got there, the nurse explained to us what happened. My grandmother couldn't make it to her oxygen mask and passed away in the night due to oxygen deprivation, just as I saw in that hound's eyes that Halloween night back in 2014. Whoa, Clay. Okay, so I have a couple questions. So you saw the hellhound, and then like you looked in the eyes, and then that shows you the way that the person's gonna die. Is that how that goes? That's crazy. I've never actually heard of that. It kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys seen Big Fish. It's actually one of my favorite movies. Where like the witch in the very beginning, all the kids are like knocking on her door, and then she opens it, and they all ask if they can see how they're gonna die. I mean, like you see your death like in her eyeball. I don't know, so maybe it's similar to that. But well, that's cool. Thank you for that. um, oh, Valet the unicorn. I'll just say Valet, then you said it. Oh, I got it. Nightmare Boy Private. I wonder if Satan pets the hellhounds. Oh, the hellhounds are absolutely Satan's like little good boys. But with it, no, hellhounds are good boys, even though they're demons. I don't know. That makes I don't like thinking that dogs are bad. All right, so I really like this one. This is not a scary one. This is like kind of a sweet one. This is from Victoria. I work at a veterinary hospital. I am in the kennel staff, but my friend is a licensed technician. Technicians have a duty of staying overnight with a sick animal who could flatline at any moment to ensure that there's someone there to save them. My friend Raymond had to stay an overnight shift for a very sick dog whose owners were deciding to continue treatments or end them. Raymond knew that our hospital was haunted, but ignored it and offered to take the shift. As everyone left at closing, Raymond remained. We all said good luck to him because we all knew the stories, no matter what Raymond believed. It reached midnight when he started hearing strange things. He heard running and giggling upstairs and little children talking. He pushed it off to be the wind. He continued to monitor the dog. These noises remained the same until 3 a.m. Then everything stopped. It was dead silent, and then he heard the dogs from downstairs all burst into barking and screaming. The cats were hissing and scratching their cages. The dog he was watching began to flatline. He started resuscitation immediately when suddenly, while saving the dog, a black figure stepped into the room. It moved around, looking at Raymond and the dog, and then it froze. Raymond was unable to move from fright. The figure looked at the dog and then walked out of the room. The barking from downstairs ceased. The cats went back to sleep. And the dog he was saving was back to its previous state, as if nothing happened. What was that? Raymond asked himself. Was it death? Did it choose to save the dog? What just happened? The next morning, his coworkers came in, and the second he was off duty, he ran outside into the sunlight. He couldn't believe what had happened and ran back home to be safe in the comfort of his bed. The dog got better, and the doctors didn't understand how the dog went from near death to a healthy pup again. I guess we'll never know what that figure was or why it chose to save Raymond and the dog. Isn't that crazy? Like, what is that? Oh my God. I don't know. Do you guys have any theories? I kind of like the idea that like the figure he saw was death itself, and then it chose to spare the pup. I'm just glad that the dog got better. Volley the unicorn. Hooray, you said it. Yay, thank you. I knew I'd get it right. How you doing, little Lola? Oh, I wish you guys could see her on my lap. She's very, very wee and very, very small. She's a very, very good girl. All right. Oh, hi, Metal Void. Thank you for joining. Anna Caro, I love this channel. Thank you. Mr. Animu, Death got a soft spot for pups. You know it. Everyone does. Everybody loves pups. If you don't like pups, then get out of here. All right, so this is our second to last story. Jesus. I thought I was better, guys. Let's see. Maria Anderson, can you please read our comments more? Okay. Demanding. Just kidding. They go by really fast, so it's hard. I try. Pandacorn05, how long have you been doing this? By this, do you mean like reading stories on the live stream? Not that long, maybe a couple months. But I've been doing something scary for over a year. Alanson Morales. Death probably knew that he was going to be saved. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next story. McKenna! Hi, Sapphire. I'm so glad something scary is back, and this isn't too spooky, but it's cute. My first dog was a hunting mutt named Rusty. Rusty was 6 months old and already perfectly trained when my parents brought her home. Oh my God, am I still sick? Jesus Christ. I was only a few years old, and Rusty was my best friend. She and I spent every hour we could together, and I loved chasing her around the yard. She was there through very hard times, like my parents' divorce. Rusty was my rock. One of her many quirks was that she liked to sleep under my bed right against the wall, so I could put my arm down there and pet her until I fell asleep. I called her the monster under my bed. That's very cute. Now, I don't know how she died because my father, who she lived with after the divorce, put her down while I was with my mom. All I got was a pathetic, Rusty won't be home when we get there talk. I was devastated. I went to my dad's still, and that night laid on the couch so our other two dogs, Abby and Missy, could sleep with me. And they did. Both girls were on my legs all night with me. So when I woke up in the middle of the night and heard nails clicking on the hardwood, I knew it wasn't Missy or Abby, but they had woken up too. The clicking of paws on the floor continued until it reached my side, and I whispered, Rusty? And then I never heard it again. I knew it happened because the two big dogs in my lap had lifted their heads to the sound as well, but didn't move. I believe that was my best friend, hanging on to this world just so she could say bye to me. I still have vivid dreams about all my dogs that have moved on. 6 in total, and I have all their collars. I still think my new dog Royal can catch my best friend still lurking around because she has this weird fascination with the space between the wall and under my bed. Isn't that sweet? I really like that one a lot. Super Ravenclaw 17. Am I late? Yeah. We're nearing the end of the stream. I'm so sorry, but it's not over yet. We've still got one more thing to do. Anna Carroll, you're so good at telling stories. Thank you so much. I don't know. I think it's really funny that I used to I don't know, I still kind of hate my voice, but it's funny to me that I get comments like, I love your storytelling voice. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I sound like I don't know. I feel like my voice doesn't match my face. Does that make any sense? Whatever. I'm going to stop talking. Oopsies. Sorry. Touch the microphone. Baby Caspro 6. Do you like ice cream? Hell yeah, I do. Ice cream is like my favorite thing in the world. My husband makes fun of me all the time because every time we go out to dinner or whatever, I'm always like, can we go get ice cream? I love ice cream. Fiona Castile, is the bendy plush yours? Well, it's in my home, so yes, it is. I got it off of AliExpress.com for like $5, so head on over there. Great deals. Oh, we got a super chat. Jackson Belusco. I have a boxer and a lab mix. You guys, also, I love receiving photos of your dogs. So follow me on Instagram. Send me a message with a photo of your dog. I love looking at people's dogs. That sounds so creepy, but I love it. Thicker than a Snicker. Do you like Nutella? I am human. Yeah, of course I do. I love hazelnut everything. Aruna Wingard. How late is at USA? I'm assuming you mean what time it is. Right now it is 4:47 p.m. Is Myra Villamar, is your hand okay? It's in a brace. My hand's fine. I just wear this because sometimes my wrist gets a little bit messed up when I'm using the computer. Here's my little PSA from Tita Sapphire real quick. Take care of your body. I know that we spend a lot of time like looking on our phones, or our necks are like this. Make sure that you look up every now and then. And if you're sitting at a computer for long hours at a time, make sure you get up, you stretch, whatever. Don't get blood clots. It's a very serious thing. No, I'm not gonna. Sorry about that. Vilaiwan Galarza, how much do you love us, Sapphire? As much as I can love people that I don't personally know. No, I do. I appreciate each and every single one of you who tunes into the streams every week, who's all of you who have like watched all the videos I've ever made. It still like kind of blows my mind that people are the people that care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of a wild feeling. I don't know. I feel like no, I'm not crying. Sorry. But it's wild. It's wild. But I appreciate all of you. Juliana Levy, why did you name Lola Lola? I didn't name her Lola. My husband did. He just like was like, all right, what do you think of this name? And I'm like, okay, that's literally it. Okay. So I got a email from Jenna. She didn't send in a story. She had a question, and I thought it was kind of interesting and wanted to bring it up during the stream because I've actually never heard of this term, and I looked it up, and there's not a lot of info on it. So I'm like, is this even like a real thing? All right, here we go. Hi, I know you're probably reading thousands of emails, so I'd understand if you can't somehow reply to this in some way. But anyway, your last live stream, someone asked if you were a Satanist, and you replied with believing that all religions have truth. And I believe that as well. How I see it is that God is one of his names, and other religions call him another name. I've learned that omnimism is a word to describe this belief, and I was wondering if you can do a little research and see if that is what you think you are. I ask this because I think this is what I am, and if you are and you find any research about it, to please reply either privately or on another live stream, because as I am living in a small town, it's hard to find people who are like me. Facebook pages about omnimism are not very active, so I feel like I'm the only one. Maybe other people are going through the same, so I was wondering if you do a live stream about this or something. I understand if you don't want to because of how much of a sensitive subject to some and how hateful the internet can be, but if you do, know that I really do appreciate any form of reply. Thank you for reading, even though it's really long. I'm sorry I have made any spelling mistakes. I hope you have a wonderful day. Here is a cute whale just because, and she puts a little whale emoji. It's very cute. So, yeah, have any of you guys heard of this term omnimism? I looked it up and it says like having the belief in like multiple religions or like all religions. I don't know if that's what I would consider myself. I don't know. I feel like even calling myself an omnimist is inaccurate. I feel like I don't want to label myself as anything at all because I like to learn about different like beliefs because all of them, and it's kind of fascinating because when you learn about different religions around the world, you realize how similar they are, and it's wild. So it's like, why are we fighting? You know what I mean? Bella Field, do you believe in God? That's a loaded question. I kind of hate that question just because like God means so many different things to different people. So it's like when you ask me that, what kind of God are you thinking of? You know, because like God in Catholicism is a very different God from, not a different God, but like in Judaism or like Wiccanism. And God is the universe. And I'm not explaining this well at all. I'm sorry, I just got like congested again. Anyways, Jenna, I hope you're watching this, and I hope that you do find some people that you could talk to about it. Maybe, and I'm sure like talking to your parents might be a little bit daunting. I don't know like what religion they are, but I mean, they might be chill. I know my parents only recently have come to terms with the fact that I no longer subscribe to Catholicism. That's what I grew up with. That's what I was raised on. That's why I'm a confirmed Catholic, but I choose not to associate with it. And I have no problem with Catholics. I just like, it's not for me. You know what I mean? Sitlali Molina, do you know the story called Dear David? Of course I do. I followed that when it came out. It was fun to follow, but it is very much not true. But it's a fun story. Carrie Cherry, thank you for that 99-cent super chat. Okay, well, I think that we are coming to a close. Thank you all for joining me. Quick reminders. If you want to submit a story to Something Scary Live, email it here, somethingscary@snarled. And you know what? It doesn't always have to be a story. Just like Jenna, she sent me a question and wanted to talk about something, so feel free to do that too. Just email me about your life. I don't know, that's weird. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Send me questions. I kind of like that. If you have like topics that you think would be interesting to talk on the live show, let me know. Also, really quick, don't forget to subscribe to Snarled. You realize how close we are to 1 million subscribers. Less than 100,000. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not in the scale of things. So, subscribe. Make sure that you tell your friends about it. Share videos, whatever. I don't care. What else? Oh, there is a new episode of Something Scary coming out on Tuesday. And tomorrow I will be streaming on my personal channels. I'm going to be working on it, and you guys can get a little sneak peek tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. It's going to be most of the day because I'm very behind. So if you want to join me for that, make sure you follow me on YouTube and Twitch. So it's right there, Sapphire Sandala, if you search that username. And then my Instagram and Twitter is Awkward Sapphire. My Facebook is sapphire.sandala.official. That's where I announce things. I don't know. What else? And tonight I am streaming on my personal Twitch. My friend is like an alien enthusiast, and what I have seen this is for Ouija Wednesday. Ouija Wednesday is a live show that I do on my Twitch and my YouTube, where I bring friends who like to talk about paranormal things, ghosts, death, whatever, and then we try to summon a ghost with my Stranger Things Ouija board, and sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's silly, but it's always a good time, and I really personally enjoy doing a lot. So come join me tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch or YouTube, whichever you prefer. I prefer Twitch. So go to Twitch, please. What else? Did I say everything? Let me look at my notes. Yes, that's everything. Okay, guys, I will see you next week. Make sure you submit your stories to somethingscary@snarled.com. Let me say bye to the people that stuck around. Ezekiel Mendez, Dolly Animation, Sarah Domingo, Lally Molina, Leia Jim, Ian Flores, Nicole Haranya, Candy Crush, Troll, Karen Leon, Ellenson Morales, Elmer Barris, Call Me Lunar, Baby, Casper 06, Sophia, Body, Blurry Face, Jackie, Blurry Face, like the episode of Something Scary. That's funny. Random Person 1, The Turtle Queen, Green Knight. Oh, it's also Blurry Face, like the 20 Pilot song, right? 20, whatever. Anyways, Jay Wiz Go, Hyper Chicken Nugget, Ender Fox Dose Horror, Shiloh Sandoval. Oh, really quick before I forget, you guys, I'm going to be going to Scare LA. It's a horror convention in Los Angeles, August 25 to 26. Me and Rachel are going to be there. We're going to be vlogging. We're going to be hanging out. So if you guys want to meet up, if you're going to be at that convention, let us know, and then we can meet you guys. Okay? That's all. Say bye. Well, let's say bye to everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Lola. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Oh, are you a good girl? Oh, my God. Oh, that's the best way to end a